Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy GMike Perez, aka GMike, and y'all already know what it is, baby. Back with another episode of the G Perspective. And before we get into it, please follow me on my socials: Twitter at GMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at GMike Media _. The audio version of the podcast is available on all podcast platforms and YouTube as the video presentation. This week, bringing on two old guests, Juwan Caesar and Triqon Bethel. We talk about the first round of the NFL playoffs, going into the predictions, going into the divisional round of the playoffs, and then we talk about Nick Saban and Bill Belichick parting ways with the New England Patriots. Nick Saban obviously retiring from the University of Alabama football program. It was a great, informative, entertaining episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave some comments, baby. Let's get it. Juwan Caesar, Triqon Bethel, how y'all doing?
Hello. We doing lovely, my boy.
Yeah, man. Already having a great conversation and stuff that we can't talk about on air, but you know, it was funny. The little topics that we had going on real quick. Man, today is I gotta say the dates sometimes because I'll be putting out the episodes a little late. Stuff gets busy, so I gotta say the dates sometimes. Today is January 14th, Sunday of the second day of the NFL wildcard round, and it has been a little crazy already, man. It's been a little crazy already. First two games, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for today. Y'all ready for today? The next two games?
Oh yeah, it has not disappointed so far. I'm ready for the rest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like yesterday, it started good. I mean, the Browns game was the first half of the Browns game was spectacular. I was like, oh, we're gonna have a great game, but I don't know. Let's see what what the rest of the playoffs has in store for us. But we've seen some burst and spurs. No, am I saying that correctly? I don't think I'm saying that correctly.
Hey, before we get going, man, I just want to say thank you guys for your time, bro. I know you guys are busy and stuff, so giving me a little bit of your time to come on and talk for an hour or so, give some content to the viewers out there, much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Tricky brought it up already. The Browns game, which is the first game yesterday, went on at 3:30. First game of the NFL playoffs 2023/2024 season, and bro, the Houston Texans came out and punched the Browns in the face, and then the Browns started punching back, and it was going back and forth the first quarter, and then after that, man, the Houston just started giving the Mike Tyson on these boys because started taking off. Hey, man.
It got ugly.
Yeah, it got ugly. Houston won 45-14. A lot of noticeable stats that went on. First, we'll talk about the Houston side. C.J. Stroud threw for 16 to 21 attempts, 274 yards, 3 TDs, no interceptions, and no sacks. Rookie quarterback. First playoff game. Wow.
I mean, the offensive line of Houston was impeccable.
Yeah,
it was
phenomenal.
The I think it was the right tackle or the right guard came, and I saw somebody get pancaked like it was IHOP. I was like, wait a minute, like I'm talking about this is a 6'6", 280-pound man moving that fast. It was poetry in motion. Houston was the better team, believe it or not.
Imagine that you put some like jet fuel rockets on a refrigerator. You don't even put it at 100%. You put it at 2%. That's just probably moving as fast as him or even faster. Imagine that coming at you, bro. Juwan knows about that.
Oh yeah, I've been hit by a couple of guys moving like that, so I know.
How much does your body hurt? Like literally right after that play? Because obviously the next day you're gonna feel it, no matter what. But I'm saying right after that play with all that adrenaline, how much does it hurt?
Oh man, I could literally explain it to be. It literally does feel like a car crash, just because. Let's see, the biggest one that I can remember that happened to me was actually against William Golston, but he still plays for the Bucks right now. When I was at Michigan State, I was playing tight end. I had to come across in motion and kick him out, and he came in I'm talking about full speed. Mind you, he's 6'7", 290.
Sheesh.
Full speed, and we collided head on, and all you could hear it on the whole practice field, everywhere. It was crazy, and it literally felt like I got hit by a truck. I got up and was like, I was a little wobbly. I probably had a concussion. Yeah, it was
like
bad.
okay, you're trying to like play it off, downplay it.
No, I couldn't play that one off. And he laid me out, man. And that's when I realized I was like, tight end, that's not for me, man. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the outside with the little guys, man. I'm big, but I ain't big for the line like that.
Tight end, you gotta be wide. You gotta be massive to play tight.
Yeah, man. No, hearing that from Juwan though, like when we were in high school, he was probably one of the hardest hitters on our team when he was there. And hearing that, like that dude made him wobbly and stuff. Imagine if he would have hit us, Trick.
No, I would have disintegrated. Snapping his
right, just fly off.
He used to get hit by AJ, Denzel Perry, man. I thought my brain was going to explode. I was like, yo, what is that? Like that's pain. Like that's pain. You can put on a piece of paper. Explain it. I can't. It just feels like your body, just inside, is just screaming. That's the best way to explain it.
That's when we found out what concussions were for sure. Because before that, it was probably nothing. Go to Cole Park, go to a school in Miami, a bunch of Cubans. Okay. We're gonna play football. But when we started playing the heavy hitters, that's when you really find out, man. You really find out. It's crazy.
You really come out for it or not? 100.
Those are the hits that make you change sports.
Yeah. Facts.
I don't think football's for me in the first place, man.
Golf, baby, golf. Hey, but other players on the team went off too. Devin Singletary, he ran 13 times for 66 yards and 1 TD. Nico Collins, who we expected to have a big game with CJ Stroud doing what he does, caught 6 passes for 96 yards and 1 TD. The tight end, Bevin Jordan, caught this one pass, a screen pass. It was a great play, phenomenal play, a drop. One pass for 76 yards and the score. I know you guys saw that run that he did. That was crazy. That was wild.
That was nice. The athlete right there.
Yeah. Facts.
You saw that play? It was a screen boom. It was a screen pass. He blocked, catch release, blocked 2 seconds, 1, 2. He counted it in his head. 1, 2, got off the block, got the dump off, and got from point A to point B in like I think it was like they clocked him at Amazon Prime did clocked him at 5-6 seconds. 7. It was like 60 yards. I was like, yo, he's moving.
Yeah, bro. Yep. And that linebacker number 54, I don't remember his name, from Cleveland. He was trying to keep up, and after 1 second to another, he went into 6th gear. He said, "Yeah, I'm out of here. He ain't catching me."
I already know that feeling. He's like, "Oh, I'm gone." You're like, "I'm gone." No one's catching.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch for 37 yards, but he had another TD as well. CJ Stroud threw 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers right there. So that's how you know it's not the receivers that are doing the work, it's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Houston's defense had 2 scoring turnovers, and I think, in my opinion, that's what really turned the game over. But just talking about on the Houston side, I'll start with you, Juwan, first. What did you like from the Houston offense, and were you surprised at all going into this game against one of the top defenses in the league?
Man, I wouldn't say I was too surprised per se, because I really had faith in CJ Stroud and what he's been doing all season. I mean, he's shown that he's been doing it all season. And people like to say, oh, yeah, what are they going to do in the playoffs? Because it's a completely different thing between regular season playoffs. And obviously, he completely just blew my mind with how he performed. Even without his favorite receiver, his best friend on the team, Tank Dell, for the last, 3-4 weeks. The man has not shown any signs of slowing up. I'm talking about, like you said, 3 touchdowns to 3 different receivers. It doesn't matter who he got in there. He's going to be throwing strikes, throwing dots, and making plays for the team, man. It's been amazing to see in his first playoff game.
Yeah, facts. And going off of that, Trick, you think, because I know you saw the first quarter of the game, it was going back and forth. It looked like it was going to be a shootout. And then after 1 turnover by Joe Flacco, continued to another one. and both of them turned into scoring TDs. Did you think the game was going to go out of hand like that? How Houston took off? Or you thought the Browns were at least going to try and come back again with that one of the top defenses?
Listen, after the first half, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna see a shootout." You know, you're saying it right. We saw a lot of back and forth, great plays. Offense was moving. I said the defense ain't doing nothing right now. Defense can't stop nothing right now on both ends. So I was like, "We're gonna have a shootout," and then I immediately got shut up by Houston. I mean, but it was honestly Joe Flacco. It wasn't really. I wouldn't want to say it was Houston defense. It was Joe Flacco. Like the first pick, I understand he was trying to throw it away. It didn't. He didn't have enough air on it. It kind of like hit him. It kind of hit his chest a little bit. He got hurt by it. Like I saw him mentally. You know, looking in his eyes, he was like, "Damn." You know, I threw that pick, and everybody's saying, you know, there's two things guaranteed in life: death and Joe Flacco throwing the pick. So it's like, you know, I know he mentally, and then the second pick, but the second pick was the one that got me really upset. Like I felt like the Browns offense just gave up immediately. The linebacker was just standing right there, and Joe Flacco threw right to him. I'm talking about zone, easy zone. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think it was gonna get to that point, but Houston's defense, you know, that's what wins championships. We all know that. We all play the game of football. If your defense comes out and punch the offense, you know, the opposition's offense in the mouth, it's offense has come down to you to score points and win the game. That's it. So I didn't think it was gonna get like that, but it did. But crazy.
No, yeah. No, very well said too, man. I agree. I think Joe Flacco threw that game after that second pick, and it just went downhill from there. Another thing that I would like to point to, like I know Denzel Ward was kind of injured going into this game. They didn't think that he was going to play and whatnot, but the way that the secondary got torched up by C.J. Stroud, man, it's very like disappointing on how bad they were getting torched up. Because, dude, you would think that they're gonna play man coverage, they're gonna be tight on these boys, they're not gonna be able to go off anywhere. But I saw Nico Collins at least open for like 6 deep balls, bro. At least.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of stuff?
Nico Collins is the truth, man.
Yeah, bro.
Nico Collins is the truth. This is what his third or fourth season in the league now, but he's
third year.
I've been waiting for him to finally blow up, and now that they got this quarterback, I think he's really gonna have a great career, the rest of his career, as long as he's with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did see him open quite a bit.
Quite a bit, and Denzel Ward was on him most of the time, right?
Yeah. It almost makes you think that it maybe was a miscommunication throughout the game with the DBs but yeah,
there was something going on because
you gotta give Denzel Ward is a great DB. He's a great corner.
Yeah, facts.
And to see him get beat that much in the throughout the game consistently, it was just
yeah.
I thought that the defense was just. I saw them arguing on the sideline, like they were just not in sync. Like they were not doing. This is the best defense in the league right now, and they were getting torched. This defense, I thought when I saw the statistics is per game, they were only giving like 20-some points. Like the 20, it was like either 26. It was the least in the league or something. It was the most.
They're top there.
Yeah, they got the best scoring defense in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
That D line, bro. That D line did not show up. Like Myles Garrett wasn't. Was he in the game? Did he play? Because dude, 0 sacks. I mean, I know for sure. I agree with Trick. I think their O line is impeccable, but to give up 0 sacks in a playoff game when you're one of the best defensive lines in the league, you got a player that is being considered as MVP of the league, and he couldn't get a sack. I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's nuts.
Yeah, dude. That is insane. I don't know if it was the play calling by the coaches on Houston that was just like, maybe they played Madden and they're like, yo, man, we got to switch up these plays. Because, don't lie, I be looking at other teams and I'm like even with my Cowboys, like when we played the Lions, we were like 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 12 and we ran a screen pass. And I'm like, why? Why do you do that?
Like, what's going on? Y'all don't play enough Madden?
Come on, man. I feel like
it's funny because I see a lot of coaches that do that. It's one of my pet peeves, honestly, to see screenplays on 3rd and long. I mean, but apparently the numbers like to show that it works. But I feel like every time I'm watching and I see a screen on 3rd and long, it doesn't get much.
You just get pissed off.
Yeah, it's like, come on, just dial up a regular deep pass play or mid range pass play, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody got to make a play and beat their man. That's it.
Exactly. And especially man coverage. If you're a top receiver in the league, or even a decent receiver in the league, and you can't beat man coverage, I think you got to go play overseas, brother.
Yeah, you better have faith in your team that they're gonna be able to beat somebody.
Yeah, facts.
And that your quarterback is gonna be able to throw a dart downfield to make something happen.
Yeah, you see that screen and that shit doesn't get completed. You're like, man, let me take out the bourbon right quick, man. Let me take this out, man.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh man, yeah, but that's how I felt for these Dolphin fans, bro. I felt like that's how it was, especially the way that the Chiefs and Dolphins came out. The Chiefs, they end up winning this game 28-7, but the way that they came out in the first drive, we were like, damn, okay, they're coming out to play. Now let's see what the Dolphins can do.
Right.
Third and out.
Dude.
What was that? Trick, tell me, what was that, bro? What was going on with the Dolphins? What was going on?
Listen, man, like I'm gonna say what every Dolphins fan is gonna say. It was negative 21 degrees over there, and we're from Miami. You live in Miami, you reside in Miami, you go up there, and it feels like your bones is you
can't have that excuse though, man.
Describe how cold it is. Getting hit out there must have felt like you're getting hit by a sledgehammer.
Facts for sure.
Nah,
I hear excuses. That's what I hear.
I mean, it is an excuse. I'm not gonna say, it is an excuse, but like
coming from a New England fan.
Yeah.
They learn the cold, baby. They learn.
Don't you guys have to dress out there like that?
Man, Michigan is just as cold as how it was in Kansas City. So
yeah, facts.
I mean, just look at that. And then a lot of these players for the Dolphins. I mean, mind you, they live in Miami right now, but some of them are from up north. They played up north. They played in the cold. This is nothing. I mean, obviously, it's one of the coldest games that they've played in, but they've played in cold weather games. And if you want to be a team that goes deep into the playoffs, unless you're home field advantage, which the Dolphins didn't get when they lost to the Bills at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you got home field advantage, you're going to have to go to these places and win big games in cold weather at some point if you want to win. And the Dolphins just didn't show up at all. I'm talking about top to bottom. Guys were looking like they looked lost out there. They looked like they didn't have any want to be at the game at all. And I mean, I know Tyreek Hill made he made that 2 plays on that 2-play drive.
The underthrown catch, by the way, underthrown, very underthrown.
Terrible throw, but the DB didn't get the head around. Obviously I wouldn't probably get my head around either. If I see Tyreek Hill down on the streak, I'm like this. trying to go get him, so
catch up, yeah.
So that made sense, but I mean, it was top to bottom. The Dolphins looked horrible. I mean, horrible. So I know they got a lot of injuries on the defensive side and all that, but that's a part of football as well. I mean, it's a lot of people that they're missing. They missed. I think they showed like 6 or 7 starters that they had out for the season or out for this game, and yeah, man. But the whole offense was healthy and they looked terrible.
I mean, defensively, so what? 6 starters out. Your backup, as a backup, you're like, yo, this is the only way I'm getting a contract, or like this is the only way.
Yeah, this is next man up. It's football, man. Guys get hurt all the time.
So like, I defensively, I don't find an excuse. Like, no, you guys got to do it. You got to do what it do. At the end of the day, this is how you get. This is your bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you feel about their
offense?
Yeah.
Who is get rid of him? I've been said this.
Oh man,
you don't have
I said, top to bottom from that offense was terrible. I mean, from Tua not making the throws as far as accurately to I know it's cold weather and how hard it is to catch a pass in cold weather, but like I said, you get paid to do this. You can have they give you all the tools on the sideline, on the field necessary to keep warm and keep what you got to do to keep right, but. Man, guys were just making mistakes left and right. The offensive line wasn't getting no push on the run game. It was just top to bottom, like I'm saying. Is But I don't want to take credit away from the Chiefs though, because they played well and they played hard. The entire team, they went crazy, did their thing. They look good.
I don't think they get fired. I don't think they win the next round.
Ooh, okay. So if the Bills win, oh no, they're the second seed, so they won't play them no matter what. So it would be Houston. They play Houston, no? The Chiefs will play Houston.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Because I think the Chiefs are the 3 seed, so they would play the low. No, they would play the either 5th or 6th seed, I believe.
Yeah, which would be Houston or Cleveland. So it's Houston for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If they Houston,
you think so?
Hey.
You think they get mocked?
Houston has beat the best defense in the league. What do you think they're gonna do to the Chiefs?
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
they did that at home in nice Houston, Texas.
Exactly, it's different.
Oh,
It's
it's not gonna be home.
No, it's gonna be in the Chiefs.
It'll be in Kansas City if they play there.
They better cut some chicken heads off.
I mean, but then again, like I was saying, guys have played. CJ Stroud played in Ohio, man. It's cold as heck in Ohio. It's freezing up there.
Yeah.
So you can't let the weather be obviously it's a factor to an extent, but everybody got to deal with that same weather.
Yeah, facts. And since you say that, right, I don't know for sure when Miami got there, when the Dolphins got to Kansas City, but in a game like that a week and a half prior, because you played last Sunday and you lost, and this is why you got to go on the road. A week prior, that's going to be one of the coldest games of the year that you will play, or even any team will play. When do you... Yeah. When do you arrive there? When do you arrive there? Do you arrive there Monday morning, or do you arrive there Thursday night? Like I do not understand that concept.
I believe they got there Friday morning or afternoon the day before.
That's so dumb. I don't understand that.
Because you wanted the idea is they want to get a full week of practice, and then make that trip, and then have that one night that they're there before the game and doing all that stuff. But
freezing.
I think you gotta condition yourself under the circumstances, and you have fucking practice in that cold weather, and you run it how it is, dog. And then I think your chances are gonna be greater on how you execute plays. Not win the game. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the game. I think the Chiefs were gonna win this game. I feel like y'all could say the same thing. But the execution of your plays will be better, given the circumstances of you arriving Monday morning, or if not Friday morning. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense though, because then even before I was watching some of the pregame, and they were showing some of the guys on the Dolphins players on the field, and they showed Tyreek Hill, and people were looking at reading his lips.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, it's cold as hell out here.
Yeah.
It's almost as if, it's almost as like this was their first introduction to this cold this week.
Not smart.
As if so it would have made sense to go a couple of days early maybe and practice and get some run out there, just so it's not a shocker, because you're going out there, you're like, oh, it's
that's all you think about, that's all, like when you're playing in that weather, that's all you're like, yo, it's so fucking cold.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
What's the play? Oh, it's so fucking cold. Oh, the ball coming to me. It's so fucking cold.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you can't really feel your fingers. Like me, my AC is on right now, and my hands are cold. It's like 70 degrees in my house, and my hands are cold right now. And just being out there in that cold, I couldn't feel my fingers. Like, I'm talking about, them gloves don't warm up your hands at all.
Nope.
Not one bit. And that hand warmer that they got, that thing don't work neither, unless you got the little hot packs on the inside. Them things don't help.
Yep.
So you really got to be out there moving. As soon as you go out there, you got to just start running, start moving around, start trying to stay warm. I would have a jacket on as soon as I got from the field to the sideline. I'm talking about everything, sitting on the hot bench, everything. Any measure that I could take to stay warm, because once you get cold, it's over with.
Yeah.
And then I kept telling myself, I'm like, okay, even as bad as the Dolphins were playing, it was only 16-7 in the third quarter
going into halftime.
Yeah, because the Chiefs had gotten in. The Chiefs had gotten within 10 yards of the touchdown. Like, they got in the goal line, I think 2 or 3 times, and ended up with only a field goal.
Yep.
Ended up with only a field goal. So it's like, as bad as the Dolphins were playing, they got the high-powered offense, 2 or 3 plays, and boom, they would have been back in it.
Yeah.
But it just felt like that cold was a big factor as far as like the mentality. They're like, dang, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to be in this cold. I don't want to be dealing with this.
You got to play in Buffalo next week.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Telling me I got to play again in this cold ass weather. Man,
Exactly. You see, if they would have won that game against Buffalo though, week what, 17?
They would have stayed home.
Yeah, they would have been right at home.
Yeah, man.
Right down here chilling.
Yeah.
Hey.
But that
sunny Miami, Florida, baby.
Yeah.
It goes to show you Tua in the Dolphins. I want to say Tua. I want to give it full blend. The Dolphins in the late weeks. They did this last year. They were the best.
And the year before that.
They have the best the first 8 to 9 weeks. They untouchable, and then it starts to get, longevity of the team starts to diminish. They need to change that. They need to really go in the board or wherever they need to go to in the lab and figure out what's going on, why they can't win these important games.
Big games.
Yeah.
Can't win the big games.
Facts.
They won. What was the stat against teams that were over 500? They only won
1-6.
They were like 1-6, and that was against your Cowboys, huh?
Yeah, but it was because of. I'm not gonna make excuses, but it was because of 2 errors. Yeah, we lost that game. They didn't win that game, but whatever. It's still a loss. It's just another L.
Yeah.
So for me, man, I'm gonna speak on the defensive side, right? I grant them the excuse that you lost 6 of your starters, 7 of your starters. That's really big hit, especially going into the playoffs. But at the end of the day, no excuse is valid. Next man up. It is what it is. The number one thing that I saw on defense that they couldn't fucking do is fucking tackle. And what Triqon is talking about, that it hurts like a motherfucker to tackle in the cold, is 110% correct, bro. These guys did not want to hit. You could tell that they didn't know how to grab in the cold because you get slippery, you start slipping off of dudes. That's why Pacheco was running like he was running like an animal out there. He was doing
even Mahomes had a nice run, the one that he almost scored.
Yeah, like 2. Yeah, like 2.
I saw it. It looked like 40 Duke Riley. It looked like 45 was supposed to make the tackle 5-10 yards before that, but I guess he thought Mahomes saw him and was going to try and slide. Mahomes kept it pushing. Yep. All he did was tap his hands on Mahomes, and Mahomes kept on going. I said, "Oh man, they don't want to be there."
Yeah, they don't want to be there. That's what I was saying.
Oh man!
And then on offense, man, if you're a team that primarily makes your offense off of running plays, because you got 3 of the fastest players on offense in the regular season of 2023. So your primary offense is going off of run plays. When that shit doesn't work, nothing else works. So everything that they do with play action, that you see Tua going and faking the toss and looks up and tries to hit Tyreek or Waddle on a deep ball that they've been doing all season and last year, like, when that doesn't work, the run doesn't work, that shit isn't going to work. So that's why they only scored 7 points, because they didn't know what else to fucking do. What are you going to do? Be technical and keep telling Tua, throw slants, throw 5 and outs, 10 and ins. It's like, no, man, he's got to be a playmaker out there. And he's not that playmaker. He's not Mahomes. We saw what Mahomes was doing. Then you look on the other side, it's like, yeah, Tua can't do that shit.
Right. But I want to give the Chiefs some credit, a lot of credit too, because defensively they came out physical. Mm-hmm. On the line of scrimmage, the front 7 was holding it down, not allowing the 2 running backs to get free or get to that second level where they get dangerous. L'Jarius Sneed, he's an all-pro type corner. He was out there being physical with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle out there. It looked amazing, looked phenomenal.
You saw that one clip on Hill?
Yeah, when he jammed him up, jammed him up nice. Got a good stab, double hand stab.
Yeah.
Got him right in the chest. I think he fell. Yeah, Tyreek Hill fell and everything. I was like, yeah.
And he got up and he smacked him.
Yeah, that's what you got to do in that cold type of environment. Nobody wants to be on the ground. Nobody wants to be out there getting hit. Yep. So they did a great job with that. And also the offense, man, just looked the same way. Physical up front on the line. The 2 running backs, even Pacheco was out there physical, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire was out there, had a big 3rd down reception.
Yep.
That when he was fighting for the first, I think he broke off one guy, ran through another one, and got the first. So I mean, and in the MVP of the game, I think Rashee Rice, that boy was, oof.
Yeah,
nice.
He was going off, man.
Nice.
Yeah, they took one back from the right tackle's
that's right.
penalty,
The whole
but he was out there balling. He looked like the weather didn't bother him at all. I'm talking about plucking the ball out of the air like it was nothing, like it was a warm weather game. He looked phenomenal. He runs very hard in his routes. He runs very physical at the top of the route, getting in and out of the cuts. He looked great.
Yeah,
He's nice.
Yeah. No,
He's
he is nice. Yeah.
I saw him myself. I saw him. I saw like a few training camps, and I was like, okay, he was on my fantasy team, so I said I was looking at him early. And I was like, yo, this kid is nice, man. Like he's the next one up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's wide receiver.
I'm glad somebody stepped up out of the receivers, because we've been seeing. I don't know what's up with what's been up with Kelsey, but even though he's still been getting
Swifty now, that's why he's a Swifty.
Yeah, he's been getting most of his yards, but like we saw in this game, he had a few uncharacteristically drops, and he just looked like certain parts of the game he wasn't, all the way focused.
You know what it is?
Rashee Rice was locked in. He got hurt in the third quarter, I saw, but for a couple plays or a couple drives, but thankfully he was able to come back in and kept balling. So
you know why? Kelsey's acting like that, right?
Why is that?
Tell us.
All right, so he used to get mac and cheese, for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now he's getting green bean casserole now, so he's not eating. Taylor Swift ain't giving him that soul food. She's giving him that stuff. That's what.
Oh man,
Taylor Swift ain't. He wanted that. He wanted that. And now he's like, damn, I don't want this no more. So it's fucking up his mental now.
He think about how Taylor Swift's dog has a bigger net worth than him.
That's crazy. That's insane, dude.
They said Taylor Swift's dog net worth is $96 million.
Yeah.
What?
How?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it.
I saw the post. I saw the post. But how? I ask you how.
Money up right now. Excuse me.
Maybe her dog got some endorsements or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or the dog has been in a couple commercials with her. I don't know.
Work. I need to get to work right now.
I'm about to start Feet Finder, bro.
Legged animal that's making more the money than I need.
I got some cute chubby feet. You
better put them dogs away.
I gotta get a pedicure first, or like 5 pedicures.
Animal services. I would call animal services immediately on you.
Right. People will be calling to sending money just to get them things fixed.
Yeah, right. Be like, yo, let me help you out with a surgery.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. Bro. Hey, dope Saturday of football. Now we got Sunday coming up. The first game was supposed to be at 1 p.m. today, the Bills versus the Steelers, but it got postponed due to what was happening in Buffalo, which was crazy. It looked like a tornado snowstorm, what was happening over there in the field. Insane. So they moved it to Monday at 4:30 p.m. When people are getting out of work, which is kind of like mind-boggling to me. like damn, 4:30? All right, whatever. You could have put it at 6, but whatever. So the first game today is going to be the Packers and Cowboys at 3:30 in Arlington. And let me ask Tricky this first. Tricky, with the stuff that you've seen from your Green Bay Packers all season and the stuff that you've seen from my Dallas Cowboys all season, on the real, who wins this game?
Why you want me to like?
Because I want you to hype us.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Grimy. That's grimy. You're a sleazeball for that one. I mean, listen, our team is young. Our team is very young. If they stay on the right track in the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to be that team. But right now, the Cowboys have fully matured, and they're going to, they're going to kill us. They're going to kill us. I'll be happy if we get 2 field goals today, because I don't think we're going to move that ball that much. I know your defense is going to come out there and punch us in the mouth. Jordan Love is going to get demolished by that defensive line. It's going to be a very boring game today. Hopefully, I'm able to put my foot in my mouth and the Packers come out and give us the greatest football ever that they played all season. But they're not ready for the offensive weapons or the defense that the Cowboys have. Yeah, it's going to be a terrible situation for Green Bay. It's going to be a that day in Green Bay for sure.
I like your honesty, brother. Juwan, what do you think?
I beg to defer, man. I don't know. I think Trick is a little pessimistic about his team right now.
Oh,
Really?
Honestly, I mean, we've seen the Cowboys have shown us what they do in the playoffs, and that's choke. Quite a bit.
dude.
Quite a bit.
Dude.
The proof is in the pudding, the past. We've seen it. But this is Jordan Love's first. This is Jordan Love's first taste as the franchise QB.
Mhm.
I think he's really going to step up and do some great things this week. The only things I was worried about. I mean, AJ Dillon, he looks like he's not going to be playing. But Aaron Jones has been coming on as of late.
Yeah.
Running pretty hard and doing his thing. I think the big key for the defense is going to be Jair Alexander. I heard he's questionable with a shoulder and an ankle injury or something like that. And I think he's going to be a huge part of keeping CD Lamb from doing, what he's been doing the last, 6 or 7 weeks of the season.
And he ain't going to stop him then.
I honestly, I think he would still do his thing, even if Alexander was healthy. But, I mean, that's a huge part of what the Cowboys have been doing that's been making them so successful. Just being able to throw to CD Lamb whenever. I think he's had like 15 targets a game for the last like 5-6 weeks.
Yep.
Which is crazy in itself.
I love it.
But I do think it's going to be a lot more of a competitive game than what people think. We're just going to have to wait and see. But the Cowboys got a home. It's a home game, so the weather's not going to be an issue in the dome or whatever. But who knows? Who knows, man? I really think I like Jordan Love a lot. He's been doing some good things. Also, let me go ahead and shout out Jaden Reed, Spartan Dog. He's been absolutely playing out of his mind.
And he was on your fantasy.
Yes. I had him in like 3 of my 4 leagues. I had him in like three or 4 leagues, and he the last I want to say 6 weeks he was balling. I think he had a touchdown in like 4 out of the last 6 weeks. But he's been playing out of his mind. I think Christian Watson has a hamstring injury, so we don't know if he's going to play or not. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers came out and brought it to the Cowboys.
Wow, that is a statement. You know what's going to happen? You ever what's that restaurant called? I think it's called Samurai. You know what those guys be doing? Those cooks that be doing
Hibachi.
Yeah, they be doing about. That's what's going to happen to the secondary on Green Bay. They just going to get just they just going to be getting cooked out there. You know, they're going to flip the little egg. You know how they do the little egg trick? They spin it and then they flip it in their pocket. That's what's going to be to the Green Bay secondary. They're going to get cooked out there. And
I think Tricky's just saying that to prevent himself from disappointment. That's all.
Maybe it's a good strategy.
You try to do that, because you know how people, you talk big about your team and then your team comes out flat and then you're like, oh, what happened? But now Tricky can be like, man, I told you this was going to happen.
Listen,
I'm an analyst, dog. I'm an analyst. Put me on TV, dog.
Therapy, dog. Start going to therapy. Mental health is huge.
Hey,
keep your
big facts.
You keep your expectations low, you will be way happier in life. That's all I got to say.
This man's funny.
Look, man, honestly, dog, I think it's all going to come down to, like, if Green Bay gives us a game or not. I think it's all going to come down to their offensive line. And their offensive line started real shaky in the first 1 to 7 weeks, I'm going to say, 8 weeks, maybe until their bye. They were like kind of raggedy out there. There was like 2 or 3 games that Jordan Love couldn't get more than like 50 yards in the first half. Like it was really tough on him because I do think he's a good quarterback. And then when the offensive line started picking it up, they actually started stopping this guy from getting sacked or pressured. That's when you saw Jordan Love take off. And I think he is going to be the franchise QB moving forward for sure. He's going to do great things. It just depends on how they play today against the Cowboys because, like Trick said, that defensive line is going to come at him. They're going to come at him. And if they're not covering right, bro, I see like 4 to 5 sacks happening on Jordan Love.
Pause, man. Come on, man.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Don't come out that hard like that, bro. Pause.
Hey,
yo, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. How many men are coming out of doors?
right, now I'm gonna end the show right here.
My bad.
No, I'm talking shit. Yeah, man, and because like when we play against teams with great offensive lines, the Niners, for example, I don't think they had a great offensive line, but they had a great week against us when we played Arizona. Type shit. And then whenever we play great offensive lines like that, we can't get pressure. Our secondary can't keep up. Like it's happened multiple times this season, and this is why we lose games because these teams start scoring on us. So if that happens today, that we can't get pressure on Jordan Love can cook up that secondary, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, he can. It could happen. But again, I just think it's all gonna come down to offensive line. I think our offense is gonna play phenomenal. I don't think the Packers defense is really gonna stop us. I think we just gotta stop them from scoring as well. That's why when you told us earlier before we started the show that you took the over on the game, I think it's a great bet right there. You taking the over on the score? What was it? 40 or it was 50?
50.
Yeah. Even then, each team scored 25 points. I can see it happening for sure.
No, it's gonna be like 52
points.
Cowboys might have like 6 points, 7 points.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. That's what I really think. I think the Packers are a good team, bro. You guys started off shaking in the beginning, and then you started clicking it at the end, and now you're losing Jair Alexander. Christian Watson is questionable. Like now injuries are coming into play. AJ Dillon's out, like he mentioned. Like
that guy is trash, man. That guy.
AJ Dillon change the pace guy though, man.
Change the pace. He need to change the pace and sit his ass on the couch somewhere, man. That's what he need to do. Or go play, bro. I've said, bro. He be stream on Twitch and play Farmer Simulation. That's what he needs to stay doing.
The quad father, bro. That's the quad father, bro.
I think he's good on third and short, bro. Third and short, in the third and goal line. I think he's good, bro.
Yeah.
But it could be 30 inches. He still can't score. Oh, softer than pumpkin pie, man. He gets me so angry. Bro, how do you push that much weight? You're that strong, and you don't have that killer mentality. I would be.
Yeah, because they do say that Aaron Jones runs harder than him.
He does. He does. And Aaron Jones is 1/3 his size, which is bizarre, man. But that's what you have. You have gentle giants in this world. That's why, unfortunately, that's why I'm not 6'4" and 260 pounds. Because if I was, I'll rule 1/3 of this world.
King Triqon.
King Triqon. The first of his name.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Hear me. You know?
Hey, the new GOAT comes out. The new GOT. I'm sorry, but I call it GOAT. The new GOT comes out in the summer. Be fire, though. Hey, House of Dragon season 2.
It's gonna be crazy.
I haven't finished season 1 actually. I think I got like 2 episodes left of season 1. But
those last 2 are fire, bro.
I still got my Game of Thrones whiskey over there on my bar. I got 2 bottles of the White Walker.
Oh yeah. I drank the Black Label one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. They got me that shit for Christmas. I think like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
it's fire.
We making predictions for this one or what?
Yeah. Go ahead. I was actually gonna ask that next. Cowboys, Packers, predictions. Let me know what y'all got.
I'm taking the Cowboys still. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers take it. Don't be surprised by that at all. But I'm going Cowboys 31-27 because they gotta cover that. They gotta cover my over under the point spread.
Yeah. Trick.
I think it's gonna be like 42-17. Yeah, it's gonna be. I see the Green Bay getting 2 touchdowns and a little field goal, and then the Cowboys just run it up. You ever heard that song by Tyler the Creator? It's a great song. It's called "Run It Up," and it's just the chorus. He's going, "We gonna run it up." That's what the Cowboys gonna do. They're just gonna run it up. Just run it up.
Don't be surprised if Jaden Reed gets into the end zone twice.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be at all. And it's like a rivalry too, that your head coach is our ex-head coach.
And good weather too.
Great weather. They're not in Wisconsin. It's they at in Dallas. Everybody and their mama shut down today. Nobody's working in Dallas right now. Everybody's at the game. It's gonna be the atmosphere is gonna be electric. It's gonna.
I got Cowboys 34, Packers 28. I think like I alluded to, I think it all depends on Packers O-line, and I do think that they're gonna play good because they have at the end of the season. Towards in the half towards the end of the season, they've been playing great together. So I think that chemistry is building up. I think Matt LaFleur knows what he's doing with them now. And then Jordan Love, he's just showing tremendous confidence. He's showing that he could do his thing. He's another Aaron Rodgers out there. I mean, I wouldn't put him that high already, obviously, but I'm saying like he's a good chosen one after him. Another
similar stats though for their first year.
Yeah, facts.
Similar stats.
I think it's going to go back and forth, but I just think the Cowboys are going to cover it. They're not going to lose at home, undefeated at home this season, and I think that's going to continue throughout this whole year, really. I think the next round we win again, and then we're going to go to San Fran, and it's going to be fucking iffy, but we'll talk about that later.
Really? I think y'all beat San Fran.
I'm really hoping we fucking do. I'm really hoping. Because if we go to the Super Bowl, I'm going home. And we throwing a party at my mom's crib.
We're not going to the game. When am I gonna get you tickets to the game, dog? That'll be my birthday.
That's in Vegas this year, by the way.
Maybe I know somebody that knows somebody. We can get 2 tickets. Would you be interested?
I'm out there.
The Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. 100%. I'm out there.
All right, but George, you said that since the game might be that close. Shit, they might win, baby. They might win.
Show the back.
You feel me? Yeah.
He's part of the team, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm on the team. I'm the sixth. You feel me? I'm the 12th man. You hear me? Listen, why are you saying it's so close? You're a sports analyst. All you eat, sleep, drink, go to sleep again, and wake up and do sports. So you saying that has me like more hyped than anything, because what I've seen has impressed me whatsoever. But as an individual that watch sports that much,
analytical takes, baby, you got to be reasonable about your shit. Just like what Juwan said, how the Cowboys always choke in the fucking playoffs. It's the fucking truth. It fucking happens, Cowboys fans. We fucking choke, all right? And especially when we get to the divisional round. I don't think we choked today. But if it happens, like, you can't be upset because the shit fucking happens.
Yep. And they're only 7-point favorites right now, too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even Vegas got us 7 points? That's crazy. Yeah. You guys are very optimistic right now. All
right. So the next game today is the Rams and Lions. I'm going to start with Juwan first. Juwan, what do you think about this? Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff coming together in a first playoff game against each other after the trade, man. And by the way, NFL script writers,
that pen is on fire right now. That pen is going crazy right now.
Right. You ain't hot by Gunner.
Yeah, right.
Man, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a great game, honestly, because the Rams, they can play anywhere, or they've proven that they can compete and play anywhere. But this is huge for the Lions that they playing at home, because we've seen what they look like on the road, and they're terrible. Yeah. But when you look at it, I think both quarterbacks are going to do their thing as far as in this. I mean, the weather's not going to be an issue. They're in the dome in Detroit, so that's going to be a huge factor, because both of them do struggle in cold weather. Mm-hmm. I think what's going to be a huge hurt for the Lions is that they lost Sam Laporta for the season. I think he tore his ACL, right?
No, he might play. He might play.
He might play?
He might play.
I thought he tore his ACL. Was it him, or was it
No. You're talking about the right person, but I saw today that he might play.
They shot him up with adrenaline.
They put a cast on that boy. They shot him up. They turned him into Laporta Wick. That's what the fuck happened.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
because he's a huge part of the offense. Obviously, coming as catching as many passes as he did as from the tight end position. especially as a rookie. I think if they had a tight end offensive rookie of the year, he had it just as much case as Stroud and whoever else. But I think everybody from that offense is going to do a great job against that Rams defense, even though the Rams defense has been playing pretty well.
Yep.
I look for the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, to do his thing once again, going over 100 yards. I think he's going to have 100 yards in the score, probably 6 or 7 catches.
Yeah.
He's so nasty, bro. He's
nice. He's nice, bro. Man. He's doing everything for that team. And also, don't be surprised if we see a Jameson Williams big play. I'm talking about 60, 70 yard TD.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking for one of those tonight. So, but honestly, it looks like the same way on the other side. When you look at the Rams offense, they've been playing great. Matthew Stafford's been doing his thing. Puka Cup. That duo of Puka and Cup, man, they're doing their thing, man. Puka's been playing lights out. You see, he got the record for the receiving yards as a rookie.
Yep.
He's just been doing everything right. He's been running his routes violently. He has strong hands in the pass game. He can catch everything, catch everywhere. I'm talking about the man's nasty. And then we're looking at that run game of the Rams. Both teams have a great run game. When you look at Kyron Williams, most improved player of the year of the season, he's been playing lights out. I think he's been running over like 90 rushing yards per game or something like that, 85 rushing yards per game.
And he hit 1,000 yards for the season too.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a super high scoring game. But if anything, if either defense has a chance to make something happen, I think it is going to be the Lions, just because how well they play at home. And also Aiden Hutchinson has been playing great. The D-line has been playing well. But it's going to be a shootout. I still think it's going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah. Turkey, what you thinking, man?
I don't know. It's going to be a shootout for real. Like, I'm piggybacking off you, Juwan, 100%. It's going to be a shootout. Secondaries on both teams, they give out the highest receiving yards. Didn't CeeDee Lamb have like 221 yards on the Detroit secondary?
Yep.
So I think it's going to go crazy on these guys. It's just basically going to come down to who can slow down the other. Pretty much, that's what I see. But I feel like everybody's going to go guns out. Honestly, I really want Detroit to win, man. Like, that's who I really want to win. I love the head coach. I love that. I love his message. I love his little. They have like a fake Twitter account of him. They be having me dying laughing. I just really hope. But it's gonna be like 30. It's gonna be like 37 to 32 or 31. It's gonna be up there. It's gonna be like over a 60-point game for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are they be saying on that Twitter account?
Like,
give me one tweet. Give me one tweet. They say
one tweet. Let me see if I can find it, man. I'll have to like.
I thought you had it at the top of your head. It's cool. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. Those burner accounts, man, those just be making me crack the fuck up.
Those are hilarious.
Burner accounts are insane. Like,
bro.
Yeah. Bro, you guys hit it right on the head, bro. I don't even really have much to say because you guys like basically said everything like legit on point about it. The only thing I want to emphasize is the Detroit secondary, man. I think they're worse than the Rams secondary. I think they're both pretty iffy. But Detroit's, man, just lately they've been showing that they can't cover a damn fly, dog. And it's tough. It's tough out there for them because their offense can't put up numbers. They could keep up with the score of what the Rams are going to do. Matthew Stafford is showing like he's playing like Super Bowl MVP again. Like he came back off of the Tommy John surgery and people think that he wasn't going to do shit. The Rams were thinking about trading him. They had to put Baker Mayfield out there last year because he wasn't there. And then in the beginning of the year, they had someone else in the starting role. And it's like you see someone in the star caliber like Stafford, you think that he is going to be, long lasting, or if not, if you think that he's trash, you think that you're going to try and trade him away or whatever. But this guy came back, showing you guys what's up, throwing it to Coop, throwing it to Unuka, whatever you want to call him. But man, he's been showing out. Stafford's been showing out, and like Juwan said, Kyron Williams, great NFL most improved addition right there. The guy has just shown out every single carry that he gets. He's just running north and south, trying to get touchdowns too, bro. This guy is a touchdown machine. And their offense is just so good, and the Lions too, that I agree with you. It's going to be a shootout, back-to-back, boom, boom, boom. It's going to come down to the wire, and we're going to see what that Detroit secondary can do, because I think their defensive line is great. Aiden Hutchinson, he could get to Matthew Stafford. He'll probably have 1 or 2 sacks. But there's only so much that they can do. The secondary needs to stop the receivers from getting yards and scoring, for sure.
I think Stafford is going to have one of those, like, this is my house type moments.
Right? Literally, bro. I think he'll throw for 300, bro.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ice Picks got him for 325.
Price Picks still always giving like the
I mean, like it's like the the angel or it's like
the demon or the
325 is his line.
That's the demon one. That's the demon one. I think his regular line is like 280.
More.
Yeah, I was about to say, golly, 325.
Yeah, that's what Price Picks be doing though, bro.
Kind of people take it. Look at me. I took it.
That's why I like that.
Watch they both throw for like 500 and 6 touchdowns or something like that.
That'll be crazy game right there. Crazy game.
That's the type of games people want to see, though, man. They want to see a lot of touchdowns, a lot of big plays, man. That's what people like to see, man. I love to see that too as a receiver. Yeah. I'm like, let's go.
Keep throwing the ball.
Everybody eat it today.
Everybody, all you can eat, baby. Golden Corral. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, man, that'll be dope. But in this time of year, man, you got the top defenses in the league, because defense does win championships, and especially in the NFL, bro. It's just a given, proven statement. So in this type of year, like, you're just gonna see great defense. So you're not gonna see a lot of shootouts happening. We thought we were gonna see it yesterday with the Browns and Texans, but after a while, the defense just said nope.
Yeah, it was only one side shooting.
Exactly. Yeah, after a while, exactly.
The Browns had their hands up the whole time. Houston let up. Usually they did not let up. God.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Monday Night Football, like I said, we got 2 games because they switched the Bills-Steelers one to that game, and then we got the Eagles and Buccaneers at night. Going with the Bills and Steelers. Trick, I'll start with you. You think the Bills overcome this easy win, or you think the Steelers might come out and shock the world?
Honestly, I don't want to watch that game.
Type shit.
I really don't care for neither. But I feel that we may get some. Pittsburgh might pull up an upset because Bills are a fraud. I feel like Bills are the fraud. They're a fraud of a team. As everybody's saying, like, oh, they're Super Bowl contender. But I feel like they're a fraud compared to their, compared to everybody else that's in the playoffs right now.
Okay.
It might be like a small margin of a win. I don't think Pittsburgh punched the Bills in the mouth. It might be like it comes down to a field goal, a game-winning field goal. But I have the Steelers winning. I'm going for the underdog. Always been an underdog in my life. I'm going for the underdog Steelers.
Nice. Real quick, breaking news. Both Jair Alexander and Christian Watson are both active. They both will be playing today.
Oh,
so that makes a game.
Hey, that's huge. That's huge for them. They needed that.
Changes nothing. Nothing. He's still gonna get cooked. Jair should have stayed his ass on the bench. You know what? I'm upset they even you know what, you heard about the controversy about Jair? Sorry for going backwards, but you know how they the Green Bay sat him out because he did
something.
He went out on the coin toss, called the coin toss for the defense to get on the field before offense in OT.
No way.
Yeah. They sat him out. They suspended him for a game.
And he wasn't captain. That's right. And he wasn't captain.
He was from, but he was from there. So they're like, oh, I thought everybody knew I was from there, so I should be captain.
That's fucking hilarious. Juwan, Bills, Steelers.
I'm on the other side of what Tricky was talking about. Man, the Steelers about to lose by 30.
Okay.
I really feel without TJ Watt, 2-time defensive MVP, right? He's gotten it twice before, and it looked like he could have gotten it this year, but Without him, I mean, that
Nobody.
defense I think is going to crumble. And I think even Alex Highsmith might be questionable as well. But I just don't see any type of the defense holding it down as far as what the Bills have been able to do offensively as of late. Because they have been up and down this season, losing some games that they shouldn't have lost. But when you look at Josh Allen and what he does, especially in these weather games, like that's what they do.
The Vikings.
So I really think, the Bills are going to come out hot. They also are like the Dolphins, where they've lost a lot of guys on their defense, but they've been able to push past that and push through it, unlike the Dolphins. But and we've seen the Steelers offense struggle their entire season. No matter who's in that quarterback, they're struggling. I mean, this is probably the best that they've looked in these last maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But I just don't see it happening at all. I just see a straight whooping from start to finish. If anything, they need to just hope that the snow is going crazy and that it's just as ugly a game as possible. So if anything, the weather's helping them. But they need that because they need it.
Yeah,
I really think they're going to get whooped.
Yeah, I'm actually with Juwan on that, and then I'm gonna speak on. I don't think the Steelers can score at all. I don't think they're gonna score at all. I think if they do, it's gonna be Najee Harris, maybe running it down for like 50, 55 yards, maybe with a TD at the end. But I just really don't see their offense moving like that. Like I think first half they probably get total yards maybe like 150. I don't think they're gonna do really anything against Buffalo. And then just speaking on Buffalo's offense, they're gonna come out. They're gonna show out. I mean, I feel like that's a given. But I just don't see the Steelers' offense doing shit, dude. Like I'll be surprised if they get 7 points. Honestly.
Yeah, because I think they're the first team.
Mason Rudolph, man, I'm not a believer in that.
Baller, man.
I think they were averaging like what 14, 17 points a game, or not even as an offense. And this is like the lowest scoring team with a winning record like ever.
Oh,
I forgot what stat that was, but it's literally like the worst
right now. Is in the history of ever is the Jets
with a winning record though.
The winning record. That's the
with
fact.
a winning record. They was
that's the variable.
Yeah, that's the huge part. They was 9-8.
Yeah, 9-8,
and that's crazy to see that. And I mean, but that's been partly because of that defense. And without their best player on the defense, come on, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't even think we gotta speak much on that game. Really, I think it's just gonna be one-sided for sure. Honestly, Triqon, if you put money on the Steelers, I hope the Steelers win for you. I have no care for this game.
Let's see the
spread, their money, the Bills' money line is like minus 500, I think.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's terrible.
Minus 550.
Yeah,
got Pittsburgh plus 400. Hey, listen,
my God, dude!
You put 100 on it. You know what I'm saying?
Put 100. Make $400.
Big 500, you put a 400. I mean 100 on it.
Yeah, true.
100 right there.
Hey, if you put that slip in, I hope they win for you. Again, I have no care for this game. I don't care who fuck wins. Last game before we get well, we got one more thing to talk about, but it's gonna be a quick convo. But last game before we move on. Eagles, Buccaneers, Juwan, who you taking?
Oof. Man, if you would have asked me this a week ago, I probably would have said it was easy Eagles.
A week ago?
With a couple of easy Eagles that they were going to take it. But now that
a week ago or like 5 weeks ago, because they've been playing.
Okay, let's say 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago. Let's say 5 weeks ago.
Okay.
I would have said Eagles with ease, like it's going to be a breeze. But now, with the injuries that they've had, AJ Brown's not playing.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's huge. And we saw what they looked like before.
Yeah, it came out yesterday. He's not playing.
And we saw what the Eagles looked like before they acquired AJ Brown.
Cocky.
Exactly. We're looking at Jalen Hurts. He's been banged up. He dislocated his finger the other day. So we don't know what his status is going to be like, or if he's going to be ready to go as far as that goes.
He's gonna play though.
And then
he's gonna play.
Yeah, but he's going to play, of course. But yeah, man, when I look at that, I'm not very confident in the Eagles right now, and especially because they're what they've lost like 3 of the last 4.
Yep,
it's been terrible.
And there's rumors that they're trying to fire the head coach. If there's already rumors of that, and you haven't started playoffs,
yeah,
that's bad.
That means the locker room is probably the locker room sounds like it's a mess right now.
Yep,
it sounds like guys aren't really together as they should be. But it's playoff time. It's usually when people really lock in, though. So I don't know what's going on in the locker room or not. They haven't heard anything about like being turmoil at all. But when you look at those factors, you're missing your best offensive player, AJ Brown. That's huge. The defense has been up and down, losing when they lost to the Giants the other week. Come on now,
smashed by the Giants.
Come on now. Even though guys were out and things like that.
8-leg parlay got ruined because of that. Like how, bro.
That's great.
They looked horrible. They looked horrible. But we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, on the other side, the other side of that coin, the Bucks, they've also been up and down, but it's been expected from them. I mean, just look at. I've loved to see Rashad White. Shout out to him. He was also on my fantasy team. He's been looking like a baller, doing his thing. Mike Evans, proving once again that he's one of the top receivers in the league. Even Chris Godwin went over 1,000 yards this season again. So just looking at that and seeing the guys that they're ready to go, they got a little momentum just mentally as far as, okay, we see that this team is banged up over here, so they're ready to go, I think. I know it's going to be in Philly, it's cold, whatever, but guys are used to that. They've done that before, so we'll see. I like the Bucks, though.
You like the Bucks?
I like the Bucks.
So your prediction is the Bucks winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the Bucks beating.
You put the Bucks and Steelers on one slip?
You're having a good weekend.
You're having a good weekend.
I'm not putting the Steelers on there, though.
No, 100%. No. I'm not putting them in. But I'm saying if they hit, those two teams hit.
I think you could give the Steelers 21 points, and I still wouldn't put them.
Trick. It's not that crazy.
What you think?
Yeah.
Eagles.
100 for 1,000.
100 for 1,000? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. What do you mean? That's like plus 1,000 something.
Steelers, Bucks win. $100. Listen, our viewers out there. $100 right now. $100. We all put 25 each. 35. $1,100. I'm down. Let's up.
What's the spread for each one? What's the spread for both of those games? What's the point spread?
I think the Bills is like minus 12.
12.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just going off.
Plus 10. Pittsburgh plus 10. And the Bucks plus 2.5.
Plus
Bucks 2.5?
2.5.
Holy shit! Wow, that was surprising right there.
I told y'all I'm picking the Bucks, man. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
2.5.
The Eagles are falling apart.
They are falling apart.
Yeah, we've been
all
seeing
up an empire.
I'm not saying the Bucks have been playing out of their mind or anything, but the Eagles have been that bad.
What you think, Trick? Eagles, Bucks.
Come on, man. I really like this guy, Jalen Hurts. I saw somebody on Twitter making jokes about Jalen Hurts. Oh, look at Mr. Perfect, Mr. All the Bitches.
Hating.
Remember that, like Mr. Great hairline. You feel me? I go for the guy.
He got a good tape line. I'm not gonna lie. That's just like
they was calling that boy. They was calling him Socrates or something like that because he got all the quotes. Shakespeare head ass.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I'm going for Jalen Hurts, man. I feel like he's telling the team like, yo, no matter what's going on, we need to win. Like we got people out there hating on us, and we gotta really do what it do and get this ring. Cause I mean, why can't they get this?
Whoa! You think if they win, you think they're going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl?
I think they get to the Super Bowl.
You think they beat the 49ers or the Cowboys?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to clarify.
I definitely do. But they just
Okay.
gotta they gotta play at that caliber though. I know they're capable. We've seen them.
We know what they're capable of, but they're falling apart. That's like you give.
Yeah, because they do the tush push 10 to 12 times a game. Throw the damn ball.
And this is what I'm going to talk about, right? This is what I'm going to talk about. The Eagles' offense is playing way too conservative, bro. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, it changes the whole dynamic of the offense. You see the Eagles run the ball at least 65% of the game than throwing the ball. And then when they do throw the ball, sometimes, I would say like 20% of the time is a fucking screen pass. And it's like, might as well just run the fucking ball. You know, like, you got A.J. Brown out there. You got Devontae Smith, one of the best hands in the league. You got a great tight end, Dallas Gobert. Like, dude, you got people who could catch the ball. Why are you guys not making more plays for these guys to go out there and catch the ball? Yes, your run game is good, but, dude, use the run game a little less and put the pass game a little more. Why you think A.J. Brown's so pissed off? Yeah. Why you think he's always fucking complaining on the sideline? Yeah. He wants his targets up too. You see CeeDee Lamb on the other side, 15 targets.
Yeah, like, no, it's crazy.
If I see that, I'm like, I need 8.
I need 10. I need 10 at least.
Feed me.
Y'all see that?
Y'all see who's lined up against me? Y'all see who's lined up against me right now?
Exactly, bro. And he's a big motherfucker too, bro. What is he, like 6'4", 230?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I
don't know, man. The Eagles have been falling apart. And it's tough for me to say that the Buccaneers will win this game because I don't believe that. I believe the Eagles will win, and I really hope I'm wrong because it's always fuck the birds. But I think they're gonna come together, like Tricky's saying. They're gonna step up. They're gonna show the type of caliber team that they are because they are a Super Bowl team. I just don't think that they will get there this year with Dallas and San Fran in the way. But they have that caliber team. They just got to come together. They got to stop all that bullshit that's going on in the locker room. They got to stop being conservative, start gunslinging shit because Jalen Hurts can do it. Like, then you got a shot. And then on the other side with the Buccaneers, I love Baker Mayfield, bro. That guy's a dog. That guy's one of the toughest players in the league in the quarterback position. And even skills players position, really, on offense. And I think, like, his mentality will take Tampa Bay up a notch. I think if they keep him next year, I think he can develop. But I just don't like the clutchness. I don't think he has that clutch gene. I think he's going to throw a pick in the third quarter that's going to fucking solidify the game for the Eagles, and they're just going to take off from there. I think he gets maybe, like, too overpressured at certain points, and he tries to make some passes that look great, but then you look at the play, you look at the film, and you're like, yeah, you could have thrown it somewhere else. Why'd you throw it here? Like, I think he really does that. But hey, man, if the Buccaneers win, I'll be happy.
Yeah, and when you look at it, they played earlier in the season in September. The Eagles won 25-11, but I think this was before Jalen Hurts threw 2 picks in that game. And this was A.J. Brown had 9 catches for 131 yards. He balled. But I think this was a little bit before Rachaad White started to come on. He had 14 carries for only 38 yards. I mean, they just didn't look like they were gelled together yet, you know. So that was week 3 or 4. But now we're seeing Baker taking control of the offense, throwing the ball all over the place, getting Mike Evans and Chris Godwin their touches, get Rachaad White the ball. He's doing his thing. So I really think Rachaad White is going to have a big game. Look for that. But who knows, man? This is a toss-up. Like we said, 5 weeks ago, this would have been Eagles easy, but
every week that team has disintegrated from the within.
It's tough, man. It's tough. The Cowboys game is about to start, gentlemen, so we're going to wrap this up really quick right now. But the last thing we want to talk to y'all about, Nick Saban has retired from coaching at University of Alabama, where he won 7 national championships, if I'm not mistaken. And Bill Belichick has parted ways with the New England Patriots after 19, 20, 21 seasons, whatever it is, 7 Super Bowls, like 12 AFC championship games, whatever it was, and a phenomenal Hall of Fame coach. Just to get Juwan's perspective first, because that is his favorite team, the New England Patriots. How you feeling about your Hall of Fame coach finally leaving and ending his career with the New England Patriots, essentially? We're gonna cry. You're gonna
I'm
cry.
heartbroken, man. I'm really.
Cry.
It's the end of an era, man. Think about it. It's like almost as long as we've been alive, the Patriots have been Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. 20 years of that. 24 years of Belichick. And it's like, it's going to be weird to see another coach at the helm. It's already been weird seeing all these different quarterbacks we've had. But to see a new coach now as well, it's definitely super weird. And to think that Belichick is going to go be coaching for another team. I was hoping he was just going to say, okay, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
But it's looking like the opposite. Son. I'm thinking he's probably going to go to the Chargers or something and take over those teams. But we'll talk about that.
Oh, the game starts at 4:30. Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I think the greatest. I think still, even with Tom Brady, because they like to say, "Oh, who made who great?" I think both of those two are the greatest of all time.
Whoa.
But yeah, man, look at the resume. It speaks for itself. You might have had Tom Brady, but you got to have a team.
Real quick. I want to hear what Tricky has to say. What do you disagree with what he just said right there? That two of the greatest to play, two of the greatest at their positions, obviously.
I think you know how in a relationship you go like, oh, you need me, I need you, you need me. Bill Belichick needed Tom Brady, and we saw that. Tom Brady left.
They needed each other.
No. Tom Brady
Obviously,
left.
Tom Brady left and went to go win
got himself another ring. He already, you hear me? He came to Florida. He went to Florida, grilled out, started playing Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying?
Here's why I say they needed each other though, is that even obviously Tom Brady he's undisputed for me the greatest quarterback of all time. There's no question. Numbers wise and just who he is as a leader in the locker room. Yeah, he's a dog. Yeah. But at the same time, when you look at it, Bill Belichick was able to scout some of the players, free agents. I'm talking about free agents, late round picks, anything like that for a defense that we've always had a top 5 defense in the league year in and year out.
Yeah.
Obviously, the players that have played have said it has something to do with Tom Brady because they're thinking the defense is like, okay, we just give him a chance. Tom gonna handle it. Boom. That obviously that's a huge thing, but the way he's a defensive genius, the way he's able to scheme things for his team, the way he's able to take whoever and turn them into all pros. Look what we did with J.C. Jackson. Turned him into an all pro, sent him away to the Chargers. He ended up being trash over there, right back with us, and he's balling with us again. Same thing with Malcolm Butler, guys like that. It's been, I think it's both. Both of them had needed each other to win. I don't think one would have done all of that without the other, is what I'm saying. But obviously it sucks to see him go.
Not saying who needed. Yes, they needed each other. Yes,
I'm not saying.
But who needed one the other? Who needed the other person more though?
Oh, of course. You're not going without a quarterback. You're not nothing. No matter how good of a coach you are. So of course he needed Tom Brady more. But look at as far as greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah,
Belichick is up there.
Yeah,
regardless of who he had.
I'll give him top 5. I'll get top 5.
I say he's top 3, and I don't think he's 3 or 2. So. But yeah, man, it's gonna suck to see him going with the 3/4 sleeves somewhere else. Probably gonna be. I think he's going to L.A. to the Chargers, or maybe even Atlanta. I don't know why you would want to go to Atlanta, but whatever.
I could have beat him.
I think L.A. is gonna go for Jim Harbaugh.
Could have beat him.
You say what? L.A.'s gonna go for who?
Jim Harbaugh.
Ooh, I didn't even think. I forgot about him leaving college.
Oh yeah, he ain't going back to Michigan. He ain't going back.
I heard he is leaving though. I heard he's leaving and then coming back to the NFL. But he did good in the NFL with the 49ers and whatnot. They did have that Super Bowl
championship.
Yeah, didn't they go to the Super Bowl and they got smashed by the Ravens?
Yeah, I wanted them to win for Randy Moss because Moss was on the team and he still didn't win one because he didn't win with us.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting to see because all these pieces moving, but the end of an era. That's sad. It did. Me and my brother's here right now. He's in town and stuff. He's in my spare room. But
AC?
we were, yeah, he's in the other room right now. He could hear me. He texted me earlier. He was like, "Well, I hear you on George podcast."
Oh, he should have jumped on. He should have told me. I would have put him on too.
All right. Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's end of an era, but it's still exciting as a football fan just to see like what happens next. Because I am excited about Gerard Mayo, former Patriot. He's been here as a linebackers coach for a few years.
Super Bowl
That's
champ.
going to be fun to see. I'm excited to see what he does. And finally, I'm hoping we don't trade our damn first round pick and we take one of these quarterbacks, because I'd be happy with any one of those three.
Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Michael Penix?
I don't think Penix is going to go in the top 10.
I think
it's going to be
going 10. They're projecting it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But I think that because we got the third pick overall, so I think it's going to be either Caleb Williams, Drake May, or Jaden Daniels. That's his name, right? Yeah, Jaden Daniels. I think it's going to be one of those three, and honestly, I'd be happy with any one. But we really need to shell out some money or make some trades. I know T. Higgins is a free agent this year, so I hope we go for him. He's a dog. He's a wide receiver 1 on like 26 teams. Facts. So I mean, just to see him go on the free agent, we need some playmakers. I don't care who's at quarterback. If you don't got nobody to throw to,
can't do nothing.
You can't do nothing. Yeah, there's only one Tom Brady, and he ain't coming back.
Look what happened when Aaron Rodgers is last year in the Packers.
Yeah,
couldn't catch shit.
Didn't have nobody. You know what I mean? So
Oscar the Grouch was out.
I could have been out.
So now I'm starting to feel what it feels like to be a sorry team these last few years.
It was great,
but I don't want to get used to it, huh?
It was great to watch y'all lose. Like,
I feel like a lot of NFL. Yeah, the football world does love it, bro. They're like, yo, that's it, bro. Your time has passed. That's it. It's time for you guys to suck.
Especially
your division.
Oh my God, we're the worst in our division, and then like, come on, bro. I can't stand it.
The bottom 5 in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. But hopefully Mayo brings a good, because obviously as a player he was a great leader for the Patriots defense and stuff like that. So hopefully he continues with that and gets us some good pieces around, because the defense was always good. So I'm not worried about the defense. I think he's going to continue that. It's just the offensive side that we need to get some playmakers out there badly.
Yeah.
Because I love the running back, Ramondre Stevenson. I love him. Zeke was playing well this year at some point.
Right.
What happened?
Yeah, last like 4 games, I think he played pretty good.
I didn't think he was going to do that well.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So we just need a pass game, some receivers, and I don't think apparently Mac Jones, they were showing it's funny because they were showing like his stats up next to Trevor Lawrence. And they're similar stats. So and Trevor Lawrence has some guys to throw to.
Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence's first year was horrendous, bro. And I wouldn't even put all the blame on him. It was Urban Meyer, what he was doing with the team.
Yeah, he was out there bars in Jacksonville, had sitting on his lap and stuff like that. So he wasn't focused. He wasn't in the game. Yeah.
No.
That boy was enjoying the NFL life. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to chill. Vibe. Grown men, I don't got to teach his kids. Grown men, they know what they're doing. Go out there and do what you do, man.
Yeah, he be wilding.
Yeah. Talking about college coaches, man. Last thing before we start getting out of here. Nick Saban retired, like I mentioned, 7 national championships, and if college playoffs was a thing before, he would have been in so many college playoffs. Trick, what do you think it was a good move for him to retire? You think it's going to be a good thing for Alabama? Like, what are your thoughts on this whole situation of him being gone now?
I would not apply for that job.
After the resume he put out there.
That, what that guy did? What you want me to? What you want me to coach? Excuse me. I know it's like his all the coaches. Once he left, he sat them down like, "Hey, fellas, I'm retiring." He's like, they're like, "What?" You know, that means one of us got to step up, or somebody has to come and take the job. Like, I mean, I feel Nick Saban, man. He's asserted his dominance in college football. Like, who doesn't know what Nick Saban is? What is it? There was a crazy stat. I think like 50% of his players that played for him are in the NFL or played in the NFL.
Would have doubt it.
You know,
44 first rounders or something like that too.
yeah, it's like wow. What he is a cornerstone of football on the college and NFL level, because if it wasn't for him developing the players in college, they wouldn't be in the NFL. So I mean, you get tired of that. You ever do something for so long and at such a high caliber, you don't want to do it no more. You're like, man, I want to go. He probably want to go to Jamaica or Sandals Resort or something like that. You want to chill, man. You want to drink pina coladas and dance in the rain and shit like that.
Dance in the rain.
The amount of hours they put in too, man, because that's like doing triple overtime every week, like in a regular job. Like if you really put it in perspective.
They used to get there. Our coaches used to get there at 6 a.m. something like that for our morning meetings, like position meetings and stuff. And then I wouldn't see them leave until like 6, 7 p.m. So imagine you put it in 12, 13-hour days
every day,
every day, and then in the off season you're traveling all over the country trying to recruit players and all this stuff. And I heard a part of it had to do with the NIL stuff, because he obviously. That's new to him. That's, the evolution of college. I wish I was in college right now.
Word.
Facts. I wish you were too.
Bro, because back in the day, you accept $5 from somebody and you're suspended. That's crazy.
Now you get a check.
Yeah. So now these kids is making millions already off names too. Some of them. When you look at like the Manning, Arch Manning, and stuff like that, but. Just to see that, I think it's been wearing on him, like having to recruit in that way. Oh, yeah, we want to throw you a couple million. Because that's what kids are doing now. They're like, I'm not coming unless you pay me $2 million.
Yeah.
Hey, so you can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at them.
Right.
You get hurt, that's done.
Rightfully so. I would love to have been able to say that, hey, who paying me? I need $500K a year or something like that. Like, what's up? Before I even step on campus.
I need 20 G's a game. That shit better be in my bank account before the day of the game. If not, I ain't shooting up.
You hear me?
Before I even leave.
Yeah, before I even step out and visit.
I need to get on the plane to go to my first day of school knowing my mom got a new house. That's how they probably is right now. I don't blame him. I'd have been the same way.
You see Caleb Williams in fucking South California and what he living in. That boy living in the penthouse, boy. Chilling.
In LA.
Chilling. In LA. Chilling. That boy is having the time of his life. That's why he says, hey, man, if the right team ain't going to pick me up with the first pick in the NFL draft, I'm going back to college because your boy had a penthouse chilling instead of going to Chicago, freeze my damn ass off.
Exactly. I hope that doesn't bite him in the butt. I really hope he comes and still balls, like he comes in and still balls, because it's not gonna look good, because people are like, oh, he's being assist, whatever, because he don't want to go. I wouldn't want to go there either.
Yeah.
Look what who was it? Eli Manning. Eli Manning did the same thing. He said, I'm not playing for the Chargers. You better trade me right now. And that's what they did. Oh, they drafted him, and then he said, I'm not
Drew
playing
Brees out of it.
No, they got Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Drew Brees was supposed to go to Miami. That's right. Yeah.
Right. But I'm looking at it like that. I'm like, but who knows? But yeah, back to Coach Saban. I mean, I think he's the greatest college coach all time. That's shown already. It's gonna be tough for the new coach, the old Washington head coach, Coach DeBoer. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
But just because they had a lot of guys. Kalen DeBoer, yeah. They had a lot of guys, I believe, already decommit or enter the portal and stuff like that, just because from the
7 top players of their team just went into the portal.
So it's almost like Nick Saban is taking. It almost feels like he's taking the Bama culture with him, and that's making kids not want to go there. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids were going there because of him. You know.
Yep.
And you're pretty much guaranteed to go to the league. Like if you even start for Bama, you're pretty much guaranteed to go to the league in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? But who knows what this guy's gonna have to do to really start over and things like that. It's gonna be tough to see. He's gonna have to start just throwing money at people to get him to stay.
Literally.
They're giving
We're
kids.
gonna see, man. It's exciting. It's exciting to see like these new eras and stuff. I mean, it sucks for the Patriots, but
You
It's
know
exciting, man.
what I like, and just like the same thing with Pete Carroll, because Pete Carroll is going to move on from head coaching. He's going to move more into the front office of the Seattle Seahawks. And what I like to see is that I don't want to see a coach die out on the field, figuratively speaking, like end your whole life just doing being a head coach of college football, because it brings a lot of fucking stress, I would believe. It brings a lot of time away from your friends and family. It brings a lot of things in your life that, like, it can be negative but also be positive at the same time. And it's like, if you're spending your whole life doing this one thing that you're putting, again, triple OT hours in, like, dude, it's gonna desecrate you. Like, so I like to see that he got out at a certain point. I do see how you're talking about the NIL shit, that he's just like, yeah, you know, it's too much for me, this new whole thing. You know what? I'm gonna just get out while I can. Like, like, I think it's good for him. You know what, man? Go take some fishing trips. Go take your wife out somewhere, man. Live life, man. He's like 65? Like 60?
He's 72.
72, man. Yeah, bro. Come on. You got maybe 20 years or whatever the fuck. Like, maybe in this generation with technology and shit, maybe even 30 years. Maybe you can live 100, whatever. But, like, dude, live the rest of your life, like, doing the other shit that you like to do. Like, don't just fucking waste it all on the field, in my opinion.
That's what's crazy, though. Pete Carroll, 72. Saban, 72. Belichick is 71.
And he gonna keep going.
And he's going to keep going, yeah. I'm like, bro, at some point, you got to be like, I don't care how much you love it. You got to be like, all right, let me move on, do something else. Yep. Enjoy my money that I made over these last 50 years or whatever.
Relaxing, too. Like, not all that stress on your mind. Fuck, I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got to get ready. I got to get my notes ready. I got to be at film by 5:55. And, you know, like.
Yeah. Because I feel like some of them, they love it. Like, it's because they love it. They want to stay and keep doing it. And then the other half is, I think some of them kind of have like a little pride thing. I think Belichick is more like the pride side. He loves it too, but it's more like the pride side where it's like, okay, I got to prove that I could do this without Brady, yada, yada, yada. Because you saw where Brady went almost immediately. Immediately
the next season. Yeah.
Yeah. Super Bowl right away. And I'm like, all right. But come on, dog. I would have been at 60 something. I would have been like, all right, I'm a millionaire. I'm chilling.
Facts.
You know, he's done enough. You know, they've all done enough. You know,
or something else. Something else that is challenging too, not super challenging, but challenging to yourself because you don't know what it is. It's something new to you, but like a new hobby. Like I don't know. I wouldn't want to just be in that particular position, being a head coach of a fucking great organization, a successful organization. Now. I'm talking about Belichick standard. Now it's going downhill. Now you got to deal with all these other stresses. Like, I don't know. Might as well
at that age.
Or maybe that's what he thinks. Like, okay, this next chapter, you know, I'm still going to be doing the thing I love in a different city, a different organization, a different team, and it's going to be a new challenge for me. But I still feel like you're going to be super stressed out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Might as well take care of your mental health at that point.
Exactly.
Well, like Marshawn Lynch said, take care of your chickens.
Take care of your chickens, baby. Take care of your chickens. Hey, a quote of the day. What a way to end right there. Take care of your chickens, baby. My guys, hey, thank you, bro. Before we get out of here, if you guys want to promote anything of yours or anyone else's, go right ahead. My boss.
So I want to promote actually my dog's clothing line. You feel me? This is one of the most well-made hoodies I've ever had the pleasure of wearing. Let me show you the back. The back is even more tough. You feel me? I don't know if you see. Oh, there you go.
For the people that are just listening on the audio feed, he's wearing a black hoodie with on the back it's a heart that says Heartbreak Kids, and on the front it's a broken heart down the middle. Looks like a very comfortable hoodie. It looks like a Nike dry fit, no lie.
It feel better than the Nike Tech, you know what I'm saying? Like it's fire. It's fire. I believe I have the
what's the name? Fuck.
It's Heartbreak Kids. That's what I think.
Okay, so it's on the back. It's on the back.
Yeah. No, Uncensored Generation. That's the name of the.
On what?
Uncensored Generation.
Nice.
It's a good name.
Yeah, super ill. You follow them on. See, the thing is, this is so exclusive. It hasn't even dropped yet. It's gonna drop soon. So you feel me? Eat that up.
My dog got the exclusive stuff, just like Juwan too. I know Juwan be doing the TikTok videos for like products. He get the product for free.
I'm not wearing none of the products right now, though. I can't shout nobody out.
But anything you want to shout out for yourself?
Yeah, just my my business, my film business, Freeze Frame Media. We got actually starting probably next month. We're starting a short film we got in the works. It's gonna be kind of based on baby. It's gonna be based on Miami, like the Miami life and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. If anybody want to follow my Instagram at Juwan Caesar, for any updates and news about that. But also we do a lot of stuff for businesses, local businesses or big businesses, doesn't matter. If you have a product or a service that you want to highlight and you want to showcase, hit us up. We got the creative genius for you and making your dreams come to life.
Nice.
I love it. Helping out the community, baby. That's what we do
that.
best.
Yes.
Fire. Woo!
Guys, you know where you can follow me on Twitter at GeorgeMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. The audio version of the podcast is on all podcast platforms, and the video version is on YouTube. And I have this gambling company going on. It's called The Degenerates, where we help out people every day to win out $25, $50 to $100 a day. These boys are on it. It's only $5 a month, and you can win up to that money every single day. So if you guys want to chip in, want to talk to me about it, the link is going to be on the bottom of the screen, or if not, just hit me up on one of my socials in the DM, baby. And let's get these dubs, baby. We got this parlay. Cowboys money line.
James Winston. Eat a W.
Eat the dub.